Okay, so for this problem, we've got y equal 3x. So we will substitute y for 3x. The equation is y equals x plus 4. So let's first substitute 3x for y. So we replace y with 3x. And that means we're kind of done with this for now. Now we've got the actual equation, 3x equals x plus 4. So for this step, we want to get x alone, x off to one side so that we can solve it. So an easy way to do that is to just subtract x from both sides. This is a skill in itself. So if this part is hard, we would have to go back to a different skill and work on that. So when we do subtract x by both sides, it cancels out the x here, and we're just left with 4, a positive 4. And on this side, we've had 3x, and we take away 1x, so it's kind of like saying 1x. X and 1x is the same. So 3x minus 1x is 2x. Now we still are solving for x. So that's the next part. So the first part was to substitute. The second part was to get x all by itself. And the third part is to solve. So now to solve for x, again, we're still trying to get it all alone. Best way to do that here is to simply divide both sides by 2. And this means the same thing as divide by 2. I can also do this. This is yet another skill. So if there's anything that's confusing about this part, we would go back to that skill. So both these things mean divide by 2. 2 over 2, 2 divided by 2. And what it does is it cancels out, and it leaves x all by itself. When we do 4 over 2, or 4 divided by 2, we get 2. And there we go. We've gotten to that next part of solving for x. Now we know x is 2. Now we can go a step further. First, ensure that you understand this. That's really important. If you do, now we can go back to the original equation of y equals x plus 4. And we can solve, because now we know that x is 2. So let me go ahead and write that. Y equals x plus 4. And I could replace the x with 2 because I've solved for x. I know that x represents 2. So that means that y equals 2 plus 4. And therefore, y equals 6. So now we know that x is 2 and y is 6. So again, step 1 is to substitute 3x for y. Step 2 is to write that equation and get x all by itself. Step 3 is to solve for x. And then at the end, we can go back and say, okay, well, now we'll solve for y. So we simply replace x with the number that we solved for. And we find out that y equals 6 and x equals 2. That's a lot of information, so I'll stop it there, and then we can continue on to more explanations of what this all means, and if you need to go back to any of the earlier skills to comfortably be able to substitute and solve for one variable. Hope this helps, and until next time, bye.